We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1978 D Mint Mark $quarter coin, an ordinary coin with an extraordinary value of up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, stick around as we uncover its history, rarity, and how you might spot one of these gems. The 1978 D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark located just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. Over 287 million of these quarters were produced that year, making it a seemingly common coin. However, not all 1978 D quarters are created equal. While most are worth just 25 cents, a rare variation can fetch a jaw-dropping $1.5 million at auction. So what makes this coin so special? The 1978 D quarter gains its massive value from an incredibly rare error or variety. Experts believe some of these coins were struck on a planchet meant for a different coin, possibly silver, rather than the standard copper nickel. This creates a lighter or heavier weight, unique toning, and an unmistakable rarity that collectors are dying to get their hands on. Host voiceover. Another factor is its pristine condition. If your coin is graded as MS 67 or higher on the Sheldon scale, a scale used to measure a coin's quality, it's essentially museum-worthy, driving the value through the roof. Check the mint mark. Ensure there's a clear D just beside Washington's ponytail. A typical quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, you may have a rare planchet. Coins with no visible wear and perfect details are the ones that rake in top dollar. Consider sending yours to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Visuals: footage of an auction, gavel striking, and $1.5 million displayed on screen. Host voiceover. One of these rare quarters made headlines when it sold for an astonishing $1.5 million at a high-profile auction. The buyer? A passionate collector who simply couldn't let this rarity slip away. Host on camera. Today, the 1978 D quarter in average condition is worth face value, just 25 cents. But a rare error version or a coin in mint state condition can command tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, as we mentioned earlier, a perfect specimen can sell for $1.5 million. Host on camera with enthusiastic energy. Now it's your turn. Go check your change, old coin jars, or collections. Who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin stories and tips. Drop a comment below if you think you found a 1978 D quarter worth millions. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1995 D Mint Mark $quarter coin, a coin that's been making waves in the numismatic community for its staggering worth. Some of these coins are valued as high as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter could change your life forever. Let's uncover its history, unique features, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. The 1995 D quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado, and features the classic design of the Washington quarter. This design, originally created by John Flanagan in 1932, celebrates the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The obverse showcases Washington's iconic profile, while the reverse depicts a bold eagle with outstretched wings, symbolizing freedom and strength. In 1995, millions of quarters were struck at the Denver Mint, but what makes some of these coins so special and valuable? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and exceptional quality. Minting errors. Rare errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or die clashes can significantly increase a coin's value. High-grade specimens. Coins graded as MS 67 or higher by agencies like PCGS or NGC are exceptionally rare. These coins appear as if they just left the mint, with no visible scratches, wear, or blemishes. Unique provenance. Some of these coins have been preserved in pristine condition by collectors or discovered in unusual circumstances, making them even more desirable. One such coin, graded MS 68, recently made headlines for selling at auction for $1.4 million. This is the highest known value for a 1995 D quarter, and it's proof that coin collecting can be a lucrative hobby. Look for the D Mint mark, located on the obverse near the date, This indicates it was minted in Denver. Examine the condition. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect for mint errors and overall quality. Get it graded. Send your coin to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to determine its official grade and authenticity. Check auction records. Compare your coin with auction results to see if it has similar characteristics to high-value coins. The current market value for a typical 1995 D quarter in circulated condition is around 25 cents to $10. However, if you own a rare error coin or a high-grade specimen, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. For example, the MS-68 coin that sold for $1.4 million was unique due to its flawless condition and rarity. As demand for rare coins continues to grow, values like these are only expected to rise. So what are you waiting for? Check your pocket change, old coin collections, or even jars of forgotten quarters. You might just have a millionaire-making coin in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more exciting coin stories, and don't forget to share this with your friends. Who knows? You might help someone discover their treasure. We've got something truly special to discuss. The 1990 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter, a coin that's not only rich in history, but is also worth millions of dollars today. Yes, you heard that right, we're talking about a $1.5 million coin. Stick around as we dive into its incredible backstory and why it's become a rare collector's dream. 1990 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar. History and million-dollar value. The 1990 D Quarter Dollar was minted at the Denver Mint, a well-known facility for producing coins. But before we jump into the specifics of its rarity, let's talk about the coin's design. The front, or obverse, features George Washington, the first president of the United States. This iconic design, created by John Flanagan in 1932, has remained largely unchanged over the years. On the reverse, we see the eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom. The eagle is holding an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, a nod to peace and readiness. But while this coin may look familiar to most of us, there's a specific reason the 1990 D stands out from the rest. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Why is the 1990 D Mint Mark Quarter Dollar worth a staggering $1.5 million? Most 1990 D quarters are, of course, worth their face value of 25 cents. However, a very small number of these coins were struck incorrectly, and these errors have made them incredibly rare. Some of these 1990 D quarters exhibit unique misprints and flaws, particularly ones with a double die or die clash error. These types of errors are extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors. These errors typically happen when the coin is struck more than once, leading to multiple impressions of the same image. If the coin's die was improperly aligned during the strike, it can create an image that looks distorted or doubled, a flaw that instantly makes the coin more valuable. As the years have passed, the 1990 D quarter has become a collector's grail. The combination of the error, the rarity of finding one in pristine condition, and the growing interest in rare U.S. coins has driven the value sky high. In fact, some examples of this particular quarter have sold for an astonishing $1.5 million at auction. Imagine holding a coin that you might have tossed in your spare change jar and discovering it's worth more than $1 million. That's exactly what happened with a select few 1990 D Mint Mark quarters. Now, you might be wondering, how do you get your hands on one of these rare, error-prone coins? The truth is, they don't pop up very often, and you're most likely to find them through specialized coin dealers, auctions, or private sales. While the chances of finding one in circulation are slim to none, it's not impossible. If you happen to stumble upon a 1990 D quarter in your change, it's worth closely examining for any signs of error. The more pristine and error-free the coin is, the higher its value can be. Now, how do you spot a rare 1990 D quarter? Start by examining the mint mark. If it's a D, you're in the right place. Then, check the coin for any signs of doubling on the date or the lettering. You should also inspect the reverse for signs of a die clash, where parts of the eagle and the coin's design seem to overlap or distort. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1990 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar, a coin that could be worth $1.5 million if you're lucky enough to find one with a rare error. Who knew that a simple quarter could carry such immense value? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting coin history and tips on rare coins. And hey, keep those eyes peeled. You might just have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now. We're diving into one of the most fascinating modern coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. The 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. Not only does this coin have a rich history, but it also holds a market value that has stunned collectors across the globe. Before we get into its extraordinary value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar coin. The United States Mint issued these coins as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that honors national parks and historic sites across the United States. 2014 was a pivotal year for this series. Among the designs released that year was the Great Smoky Mountains National Park Quarter, featuring an image of a historic barn in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. The P Mint mark on the coin indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, making it part of a growing trend of coins that have a special place in history. While the 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar may seem like just another circulating coin at first glance, it's much more than that. This particular coin became rare due to a few key factors. One of the main reasons this coin has skyrocketed in value is due to a rare minting error. Some of these quarters were struck with a unique double die or misaligned die error, making them highly sought after by serious collectors. Additionally, coins that were kept in pristine condition, especially those with high-grade certifications, have become prized possessions. Now, let's talk about the value. In 2014, the 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar was worth its face value of 25 cents. But fast forward to today, and the value of certain high-grade versions of this coin has soared, up to an astounding $1.3 million. That's right, $1.3 million. But not just any 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter can fetch this amount. It's the coins with perfect grading, typically those rated at MS 67 or higher by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These coins are extremely rare and in high demand. So, how do you know if your 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter is worth a fortune? The key is to look for coins that are in uncirculated condition with no signs of wear. Additionally, you'll want to check for any striking errors, like double dies or misalignments, which could make the coin even more valuable. Make sure to also look at the surface for any imperfections. Coins with fewer scratches and blemishes generally earn higher grades and, consequently, more money. Now you might be asking, why has this coin's value increased so dramatically in just a few years? The answer lies in the rarity and demand for perfect specimens, combined with the allure of minting errors. As with many other high-value coins, the right combination of factors, condition, rarity, and timing makes this quarter a collector's dream. So, the 2014 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar coin is far from ordinary. Whether it's a pristine example of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park or one with a rare minting error, this coin has a remarkable place in American numismatic history. And with a market value of up to $1.3 million, it's clear why collectors are scrambling to find this elusive gem. Keep searching your change, and you might just find a quarter worth more than you ever imagined. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. We're diving into a rare and remarkable piece of history, the 2000 D Mint Mark Quarter Dollar coin. Hold on tight, because this coin isn't just rare. It's worth millions. If you've got one of these in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's find out why. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 2000 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar was struck by the U.S. Mint in Denver in the year 2000. At first glance, it looks just like any other standard quarter. But what makes this coin so incredibly special? Well, it's not about the design. It's about a rare mistake that occurred during its production. During the production of these quarters, a small but significant error slipped through the cracks, making this coin a true gem among collectors. Some 2000 D quarters were struck with a rare die clash error. This error occurs when the coin's die, the stamp used to strike the design, collides with another die, leaving marks or images that shouldn't be there. These error coins are incredibly scarce, and collectors go wild for them. But it doesn't stop there. While many 2000D quarters were produced without any errors, a few rare examples were struck with these die clashes, creating unique and one-of-a-kind coins. These error coins have become some of the most coveted items in the coin collecting world. And here's the jaw-dropping part. The market value for a 2000D mint mark quarter dollar, especially one with a die clash error, has skyrocketed over the years. In fact, some of these rare coins have sold for an astounding $1.4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. One of these rare 2000D quarters with the die clash error recently sold for $1.4 million. That's the kind of value that has coin collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts clamoring for these error coins. So, how can you tell if you have one of these ultra-valuable coins? You'll need to look closely at the coin for any unusual markings or clashes in the design, especially on Washington's face, the eagle on the reverse, or around the edge of the coin. If you find one, get it appraised right away. You could be holding a piece of history worth millions. While these error coins are rare, they do exist, and if you're lucky enough to find one in your pocket change or collection, you could be sitting on a gold mine. The 2000D mint mark quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a tiny mistake can turn a regular coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. We're diving into an incredible story about a coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. We're talking about the 2017 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, and why it could be worth a staggering $1.2 million. In 2017, the U.S. Mint made history when they released a Washington quarter with a P Mint mark, something that hadn't happened in over 80 years. But what makes this coin so special, and why has it skyrocketed in value? Let's take a look at its backstory. The P Mint mark represents the Philadelphia Mint, and while quarters from Philly are common, it was only in 2017 that the U.S. Mint decided to make history by producing quarters with the P mark for circulation for the first time ever. Before this, quarters with the P Mint mark had been used exclusively for special sets. Now, you might be asking, what's so special about this coin? While the coin itself isn't rare in terms of its production, millions of these quarters were struck. The real value comes from a few flawless examples that made it into the hands of collectors. And it's not just any quarter. It's about the condition. Coins in mint state 67 or higher have been fetching incredible prices on the market. These pristine specimens have been graded by professional numismatic services like PCGS and NGC. It's rare to find these coins in perfect condition due to the high circulation numbers and the usual wear and tear. Here's where the excitement really kicks in. In 2019, a flawless 2017 P Mint Mark Washington quarter was auctioned off for over $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. With its perfect grade, this coin set a new record, and collectors went wild, bidding it up to that $1 million mark. This makes it one of the most valuable quarters ever sold at auction. But why was it worth so much? It all comes down to rarity. Even though millions of 2017 P quarters were minted, only a very small number of them were found in pristine condition. In fact, only a few dozen have earned the grade of MS 67 or higher. That's what sets this coin apart. Its scarcity in perfect form. Coin collectors know that condition is everything. The difference between a worn, circulated quarter and one in perfect condition can mean the difference between pocket change and a fortune. So, why are collectors so obsessed with the 2017 P quarter? It's not just the rarity of a perfect example. It's also the historic significance. This is a one-time release, a unique coin in U.S. history. Plus, the P Mint mark was a big deal, signaling a new era for U.S. coinage. For numismatists, owning a piece of history is what drives them. This coin marks a shift in the way U.S. Mint operates and gives collectors a must-have piece in their collections. Wondering if you might have a valuable 2017 P quarter in your pocket change? While it's rare, there are a few things to look for. First, check the condition. If your coin is in great shape and free from scratches, dings, or heavy wear, you might want to get it professionally graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can help you determine whether your coin has the potential to be worth thousands, or maybe even millions, if it's in mint condition. So, while the 2017 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is a historic coin, only a few lucky collectors will ever find one worth millions. But don't let that stop you from checking your own collection. You never know when you might find a hidden gem. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in modern U.S. history, the 2006 P Mint Mark quarter dollar. This unassuming coin has captivated collectors worldwide, with one of its rarest varieties selling for an astounding $1.3 million. If you think it's just another run-of-the-mill quarter, think again. The 2006 P quarter was part of the 50-state quarters program, which was designed to honor the states of the U.S. Each quarter featured a unique design representing a state, and the 2006 series included coins from Nevada, Nebraska, and a few others. The P Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's where it gets interesting. While most of the 2006 P quarters are valued at face value, just 25 cents, there's a rare variety that's been making waves in the numismatic community. One particular 2006 P quarter is worth millions of dollars. How did this ordinary-looking quarter turn into a treasure worth $1.3 million? The answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred during production. This error was a result of a die clash, where the dies used to strike the coin come into contact with each other in the wrong way. This clash resulted in some fascinating and distinctive features on the coin. This error caused a faint image to appear on the obverse of the coin, with some people initially mistaking it for an extra design or a ghost image. It wasn't until a savvy collector spotted the anomaly that the value of these coins shot up. A 2006 P quarter with this rare die clash can fetch upwards of $1.3 million in today's market. In fact, at a prestigious auction, one of these error coins was sold for $1.3 million, making it one of the most valuable modern quarters ever. That's right. $1.3 million for a quarter you could have easily overlooked if you didn't know what to look for. So, how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar quarters in your collection? The key is to look for the distinctive die clash marks. These marks usually appear as faint images, often found near the edge of the coin, but they are subtle. It takes a trained eye and some patience to spot them. If you have a 2006 P quarter, and you suspect it might be a rare die clash variety, the best way to verify its authenticity is to take it to a professional numismatist or a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll be able to determine if it's the error you're looking for. Finding a coin like this is no easy task. It's a rarity that only a few collectors have had the privilege to discover. But if you happen to stumble upon one in your change jar or while browsing through rolls of quarters, it could be your ticket to a fortune. The 2006 P Mint Mark quarter dollar coin serves as a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. It's a story of how an unlikely error can transform an ordinary coin into a priceless artifact. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2006 P quarter's history and million-dollar value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin in your collection or if you've come across any other rare discoveries. We've got something extraordinary in store for you. If you've ever wondered about the history of the 2020 D Mint Mark quarter dollar and why it's worth millions of dollars today, then stick around. You won't want to miss this. So let's get into it. The 2020 D Mint Mark quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which has been released since 2010. This coin, just like its predecessors, features a unique design that represents a national park or landmark. But what sets the 2020 D Mint Mark apart from other quarters is its extremely limited production and the incredible rarity that has driven its value through the roof. Now, the US Mint produces billions of coins every year. But in 2020, things were a bit different. Due to the global pandemic, production slowed down, and fewer coins were minted than usual. The 2020 D Mint Mark quarter, which was struck at the Denver Mint, has become one of the most sought-after coins from this year. In fact, only a small number of these coins were released into circulation, making it incredibly rare. While most quarters from this series are valued at just a few dollars, the 2020 D Mint Mark has become a collector's dream. So why exactly is this coin worth millions? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. As fewer coins made it into circulation, collectors began to take notice. And here's the kicker. Only a few of these coins were found in mint condition, meaning they were flawless, with no signs of wear or scratches. Coins that are graded MS-70, which is the highest possible grade, are the ones that fetch the big bucks. And these coins have been selling for upwards of $1.5 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a 2020 D Mint Mark quarter dollar. So, if you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, here's how you can spot a valuable one. First, look for the D Mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Then, check the condition of the coin. If you can find one that has no wear and tear, with clean, sharp details, you could be holding onto a future million-dollar treasure. The 2020 D Mint Mark quarter features a stunning design. On the obverse, we have the classic image of George Washington, but the reverse showcases a unique design honoring the American Samoa National Park. The level of craftsmanship and detail in this design only adds to its appeal among collectors. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, the 2020 D Mint Mark quarter is definitely one to keep an eye on. If you've got one, it might just be worth a lot more than you think. And if you're looking to sell or buy one, the market for these rare coins is hot right now. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos on rare and valuable coins. If you have a 2020 D Mint Mark quarter or any other rare coins, drop a comment below and let us know what you found. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins from the United States Mint. A coin that may be sitting in your pocket right now and could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Intrigued? You should be. Today, we're going to talk about the 1976 D Mint Mark quarter dollar coin, a coin that has a unique history and interesting design, and, as we just mentioned, can fetch an incredible sum at auction if it's in the right condition. So, let's get into the details and find out why this particular quarter is worth so much money. 1976 was a monumental year in American history. Not only did the United States celebrate its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence, but the U.S. Mint also issued special commemorative coins to mark the occasion. The 1976 quarter was designed with a patriotic twist, featuring the famous Liberty Bell and the moon landing scene on the reverse side. On the obverse, we have the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, but it's the reverse that grabs all the attention. The design shows the Liberty Bell superimposed with the moon, symbolizing both America's independence and its achievements in space. This was the first time in U.S. history that a coin was given a reverse design change to commemorate a historical event. Now, the D Mint mark tells us that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Most 1976 quarters are not particularly rare, but the story behind the 1976 D quarter that's worth millions is absolutely remarkable. In 1976, the Mint produced hundreds of millions of these bicentennial quarters, but there was a small handful of coins that went unnoticed at first. A few 1976 D quarters were struck with a significant error that made them incredibly rare and valuable today. If you find a 1976 D quarter that was struck with a double die, you could be sitting on a gold mine. The key to this coin's rarity lies in a mistake during the minting process. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once, creating a visible doubling effect on some of the letters and details. In the case of the 1976 D quarter, the doubling is most noticeable on the word Liberty and the date. The flaw is subtle, but to the trained eye, it's unmistakable. Coins like these are highly coveted by collectors because such minting errors are incredibly rare. Only a small number of these double-die 1976 D quarters were released into circulation, and even fewer have survived in mint condition. Now, let's talk about the real kicker, the price tag. This particular error coin, the 1976 D double-die quarter, has become one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. numismatics. In 2018, one of these error coins was sold for a staggering $1.2 million at auction. Why such a high price? Well, the rarity of these double-die coins, combined with their historical significance, makes them incredibly valuable. There's also a limited number of these error coins in circulation, and the quality of the coin, especially the higher the grade, plays a huge role in how much it can fetch on the market. If you think you might have one of these valuable error coins, let's go over how to identify it. First, look for doubling on the letters of Liberty and the date. The doubling is often subtle but visible under magnification. Check for any distortions in the details, particularly near the edges of the text. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin closely. If you spot any signs of doubling, you might have a rare find. However, condition is everything. Coins that are in uncirculated, mint condition can fetch the highest prices. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I check my pocket change for one of these? The good news is, even though the 1976 D double die quarter is extremely rare, it's worth the effort to check your quarters. Remember, condition is key, and if you happen to find one, get it graded by a professional to determine its value. Before you go, don't forget to check your coins, especially if they were minted in 1976. The next $1 million coin could be waiting in your spare change. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. See you in the next one. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins from the United States Mint. A coin that may be sitting in your pocket right now and could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Intrigued? You should be. Today we're going to talk about the 1976 D Mint Mark $quarter coin, a coin that has a unique history and interesting design, and, as we just mentioned, can fetch an incredible sum at auction if it's in the right condition. So, let's get into the details and find out why this particular quarter is worth so much money. 1976 was a monumental year in American history. Not only did the United States celebrate its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence, but the U.S. Mint also issued special commemorative coins to mark the occasion. The 1976 quarter was designed with a patriotic twist, featuring the famous Liberty Bell and the moon landing scene on the reverse side. On the obverse, we have the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, but it's the reverse that grabs all the attention. The design shows the Liberty Bell superimposed with the moon, symbolizing both America's independence and its achievements in space. This was the first time in U.S. history that a coin was given a reverse design change to commemorate a historical event. Now, the D Mint mark tells us that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Most 1976 quarters are not particularly rare, but the story behind the 1976 D quarter that's worth millions is absolutely remarkable. In 1976, the Mint produced hundreds of millions of these bicentennial quarters, but there was a small handful of coins that went unnoticed at first. A few 1976 D quarters were struck with a significant error that made them incredibly rare and valuable today. If you find a 1976 D quarter that was struck with a double die, you could be sitting on a gold mine. The key to this coin's rarity lies in a mistake during the minting process. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once, creating a visible doubling effect on some of the letters and details. In the case of the 1976 D quarter, the doubling is most noticeable on the word Liberty and the date. The flaw is subtle, but to the trained eye, it's unmistakable. Coins like these are highly coveted by collectors because such minting errors are incredibly rare. Only a small number of these double-die 1976 D quarters were released into circulation, and even fewer have survived in mint condition. Now, let's talk about the real kicker, the price tag. This particular error coin, the 1976 D double-die quarter, has become one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. numismatics. In 2018, one of these error coins was sold for a staggering $1.2 million at auction. Why such a high price? Well, the rarity of these double-die coins, combined with their historical significance, makes them incredibly valuable. There's also a limited number of these error coins in circulation, and the quality of the coin, especially the higher the grade, plays a huge role in how much it can fetch on the market. If you think you might have one of these valuable error coins, let's go over how to identify it. First, look for doubling on the letters of Liberty and the date. The doubling is often subtle but visible under magnification. Check for any distortions in the details, particularly near the edges of the text. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin closely. If you spot any signs of doubling, you might have a rare find. However, condition is everything. Coins that are in uncirculated, mint condition can fetch the highest prices. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I check my pocket change for one of these? The good news is, even though the 1976 D double die quarter is extremely rare, it's worth the effort to check your quarters. Remember, condition is key, and if you happen to find one, get it graded by a professional to determine its value. Before you go, don't forget to check your coins, especially if they were minted in 1976. The next $1 million coin could be waiting in your spare change. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. See you in the next one. We've got an exciting story about a coin that is making waves in the numismatic world. The 2016 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. A coin that's worth not just a few dollars, but millions. You won't want to miss this one. Cut to close-up shots of the 2016 P Quarter coin. So what's the deal with the 2016 P Mint Mark Quarter? Well, it all started in 2016, when the US Mint decided to make a significant change to the production of quarters. For the first time in history, they added the P Mint mark on quarters. This was a big deal because up until then, Philadelphia quarters were produced without a mint mark, so this was a major shift. Insert graphics showing the Philadelphia Mint and an image of the mint mark P on the coin. These quarters were part of the America the Beautiful series, which honors national parks and sites across the U.S. The 2016 series focused on the national parks of the U.S., including the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois. Now, here's where things get interesting. Although the 2016 P Quarter was produced in huge numbers, there's one special coin that has caught the eye of collectors around the world. You see, one of these coins, in particular, is worth a mind-blowing $1.4 million, and it all has to do with a rare mistake made during production. Most 2016 P Quarters are worth just 25 cents, but a small number of these coins feature a rare error, a double die obverse. This means the design on the front of the coin was struck more than once, causing a blurry and sometimes distorted image of George Washington's portrait. This error was incredibly rare, and it wasn't discovered until several years later. Collectors and coin experts started noticing the unusual characteristics of some 2016 P Quarters. The double die obverse gives the coin an almost ghostly appearance, especially around the rim and Washington's face. It's this distinct characteristic that drives its value to the millions. Show close-ups comparing a regular 2016 P Quarter with the double die obverse coin. So how did one lucky collector end up with a coin worth $1.4 million? Well, this specific double die obverse coin was found in a roll of standard quarters, and after careful inspection, experts confirmed it was a legitimate error. As soon as this coin hit the market, it attracted huge attention. It was sold at a major auction for $1.4 million, making it one of the most expensive modern quarters ever sold. It's a perfect example of how errors can turn a common coin into a priceless treasure. Now, while $1.4 million is the highest price we've seen for this coin, it's important to note that other double die 2016 P Quarters have also fetched high prices, though nowhere near that much. A well-preserved 2016 P double die obverse can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction, depending on its condition. If you think you've found one of these rare errors in your collection, don't just spend it at the store. Have it inspected by a professional coin grader, because this could be your ticket to a small fortune. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2016 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. A seemingly ordinary coin turned into a rare and valuable gem thanks to a production error. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and the crazy world of rare quarters, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin story. Got a coin you think is worth a fortune? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Background music fades out as the screen transitions to the outro. We're uncovering the story behind one of the most elusive coins out there, the 2000p Mint Mark Quarter, a coin worth millions of dollars. But how did this quarter become so valuable? Stay tuned as we uncover its history and current market value. The 2000p Washington Quarter. The 2000p Mint Mark is a significant part of the 50-state quarter program, which began in 1999. But unlike most quarters from this series, a few 2000p quarters are highly prized by collectors, and that's where the story gets really interesting. Now, most quarters from the 2000 series are common and not worth much. But the rarity and high value of the 2000p quarter come from a special error. You see, while the US Mint was busy producing millions of quarters to honor each state, a small number of 2000p quarters were accidentally mistruck, causing them to be significantly more valuable than their peers. The error occurred during the production process at the Philadelphia Mint, where the planchets, the blanks used to create coins, were improperly fed into the machines. This resulted in a limited number of quarters that feature either double strikes or other subtle imperfections, making them incredibly rare. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. A typical 2000p quarter from the standard series might be worth just 25 cents. But the rare mistruck coins, especially those in mint condition, have skyrocketed in value. As of today, the rarest specimens have sold for over $1.1 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million. This is one of the highest prices ever achieved for a modern coin, and it's a testament to how valuable a rare error coin can be. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 2000p quarters? It's all about the details. Look for signs of double strikes, especially on the lettering or the rim of the coin. If you spot an error like this on your 2000p quarter, it could be worth a fortune. If you think you've found one of these rare quarters, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. And with demand still high for rare coins like this, prices continue to increase year after year. Collectors from all over the world are constantly on the lookout for these rare errors. So don't be surprised if you see more million-dollar auctions for this elusive coin in the future. Alright, coin lovers, that's a wrap for today's video on the 2000p Mint Mark Quarter and its insane market value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins that could make you a fortune, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Who knows? Maybe you have a coin worth millions just sitting in your collection.